Good evening, this is All India Radio Kohima. I am Nabin Pradhan with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlights need for coordinated efforts to tackle coronavirus challenge. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu visits COVID-19 hospitals in Mokokchung. First batch of indigenous people stranded in various districts of the state leaves for their homes from today, and 8 dead, hundreds fall sick after toxic gas leaks in a chemical plant in Vishakhapatnam. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlighted the need for a coordinated effort to tackle the coronavirus challenge. He was speaking at the Buddha Purnima celebrations today via video link. Ministry of Culture, in collaboration with the International Buddhist Confederation, a global Buddhist umbrella organization, had organized a virtual prayer event with the participation of all the supreme heads of the Buddhist Sanghas from around the world. The Prime Minister appreciated the compassionate gesture of dedicating the celebrations to the efforts of COVID-19 warriors and called for a coordinated effort to tackle the virus outbreak. He also remembered Lord Buddha's teachings and emphasized their universal nature. The Prime Minister also highlighted India's commitment to universal service of humanity. He said that India would reach out to every nation with a sense of service. The Prime Minister ended his message with an appeal to the people to stay safe and work for the service of others wherever they might be. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu today visited Mokokchung to inspect the arrangements and preparedness of COVID-19 pandemic. Upon landing, he went to the two COVID hospitals, TB Hospital and Imkong Liba Memorial Hospital, IMDH. During the visit, the hospital staff demonstrated on disposal of dead body according to the medical protocol of COVID-19 case. At IMDH, Rio distributed relief food packages to the daily wage earners and laborers. The Chief Minister and his entourage, including Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patton, also held a meeting with officers and NGOs representing Ao Senden, Watsa Mongdang, Ao Kaketshir Mongdang, Ao Baptist Arogo Mongdang, Mokokchung Town Baptist Church and Old Ward Union Mokokchung. Chief Minister Rio admitted that nobody was prepared to deal with the pandemic. However, with the collective efforts of all, there is no positive case in the state so far. On relaxation of the lockdown, Rio said that it will be done in a phased manner according to the outcome of the daily case report for our state since we were put under green zone. He said everything will be back to normal soon and should start building our economy and move towards self-sustainability and sufficiency. The Chief Minister, however, cautioned and appealed the people to follow all protocol and SOPs. The meeting was also attended by local elected members including Speaker NLA Sharingan Longkumar, Minister Temjen Imna Along, Advisor Dr. Longrinikin and MLA Imkong L. Imchen. Bringing relief to several people who were stranded due to the nationwide lockdown since March 23, the first batch of indigenous people stranded in various locations have left for their respective districts or villages from today. In Kohima, the district administration has facilitated the movement of 1,109 stranded persons to their respective districts on the first day today after following all procedures. Additional Deputy Commissioner Kohima, Lithrongla T. Rutsa, informed that it has received a total of 6,688 persons who wished to return to their respective districts. She said 1,109 persons were sent back to their respective districts in 38 public buses to Mon, Tuensang, Mokokchung, Wokha and Dimapur, out of which 17 buses went to Mon district via Assam, 5 buses to Tobu via Tuensang, 8 buses to Tuensang, 7 buses to Dimapur, while 3 buses each to Mokokchung and Wokha. The stranded persons from Phek, Longleng, Kipire and Zunebodha districts would be sent to the districts tomorrow. Lithrongla also informed that 52 migrant workers camped at the relief center left for Assam yesterday after consultation with the Assam government. In Dimapur, more than 1,300 stranded people have left for their homes from Dimapur Stadium. On the first day, 48 buses, including government requisitioned and private, left for all the district headquarters, including few subdivisions carrying around 1,300 people, comprising of students, working professionals and migrants. Buses travelling via Assam were provided police escorts by the government. Meanwhile, the first batch of indigenous Nagas stranded in Mokokchung started their journey back to their home district from today. 3 buses to Mon, 1 bus to Dimapur and 1 bus to Tuensang were sent off from Mokokchung NST station. All the buses in NST complex were sanitized by MMC sanitation workers and all passengers were screened by medical staff before boarding the buses. In yet another significant move, the pastors of Mokokchung Town Baptist Church along with church workers prayed for the passengers and also handed over lunch packages. The inter-district movement of indigenous people permitted by the state government will continue till May 9th. All the travel expenses will be borne by the state government as announced earlier. In one of the largest evacuation exercises named the Vande Bharat Mission, the government will operate 64 flights from today till May 13 to bring home nearly 14,800 Indian nationals stranded abroad due to the coronavirus lockdown. Minister of External Affairs S. Jaishankar said on Tuesday that preparations for the operation have commenced and also urged the stranded individuals to stay in touch with the Indian embassies in their countries. The 64 flights will include 10 flights from the UAE, 2 from Qatar, 5 from Saudi Arabia, 7 from UK, 5 from Singapore, 7 from the United States, 5 from the Philippines, 7 from Bangladesh, 2 from Bahrain, 7 from Malaysia, 5 from Kuwait and 2 flights from Oman. You are listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. 8 people died and around 200 people fell sick in a major leak of styrene vapor from a private polymers limited plant at R.R. Venkatapuram village near Gopalpatnam in Vishakhapatnam. The incident occurred in the wee hours of today, affecting at least 5 villages in the vicinity as the impact of the leak spread over a 5-kilometer radius. Most of the villages, including children, suffered irritation in the eyes, breathlessness, nausea and rashes due to leakage of the gas. Several police personnel who came for the rescue operations also suffered symptoms like breathlessness, irritation in the eyes and fell unconscious. The incident happened when some workers of the plant were making preparations for the reopening of the unit following easing of the ongoing lockdown restrictions. When the leakage came out, the workers sprayed water as the first step, but in vain, affecting most of the people while they were fast asleep. President Ramnath Kovind has expressed sadness at the news of the gas leak in a plant near Vishakhapatnam, which has claimed several lives. He extended his condolences to the families of the victims and prayed for the recovery of the injured and the safety of all. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has expressed deep distress at the loss of lives due to the gas leak in Vishakhapatnam. He expressed condolences to the bereaved families and wished for speedy recovery of those taken ill. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today took stock of the situation in Andhra Pradesh's Vishakhapatnam following the gas leak from a chemical plant. He spoke to Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy and assured all help and support. Modi also spoke to the officials of the Home Ministry and NDMA and said the situation is being monitored closely. A total of 52,952 confirmed cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the country so far. Out of them, 15,266 patients have recovered after treatment and were discharged from the hospital, while 1,783 patients lost their lives. In the last 24 hours, 3,561 new confirmed cases have been reported. Health Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan said that in comparison to other countries, India is in a better condition as the fatality rate is 3.3% and recovery rate is 28.83%. Dr. Harsh Vardhan said there are 13 states and union territories including Arunachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Jharkhand, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Kerala, Ladakh and Odisha who had not reported any case in the last 24 hours. Daman and Diu, Sikkim, Nagaland and Lakshadweep have not reported a single case till date. Meanwhile, in Nagaland, a total of 786 samples have been sent for testing, out of which 728 samples are found negative, while 51 sample results are awaited. The Indian Red Cross Society IRCS Nagaland State Branch and the State of Nagaland will join the rest of the world in observing the World Red Cross Day tomorrow. On the occasion, Governor R.N. Ravi in his message said the Indian Red Cross Society, while celebrating its centenary, remains committed towards the cause of humanity and in their efforts to make people's lives better. He said the theme for this year's celebration, Keep Clapping for Volunteers, is for everyone who has been relentlessly working on the front line to prevent and respond to COVID-19. He said, when the whole country is facing the wrath of the deadly COVID-19, humanitarian organization, the Indian Red Cross Society Nagaland, is tirelessly working in tandem with the local authorities for the aid of needy, remotely placed and stranded people. The governor expressed confidence that IRCS Nagaland, working hand in hand with the administration, will meet the challenges of this pandemic situation. Governor Ravi also conveyed his best wishes to all its volunteers and staff who are rendering selfless humanitarian services and saving lives every day. The state school education's audio lessons for classes 8, 12 arts and 12 science will begin from tomorrow at All India Radio, Kohima. For classes 8, subjects on English and social science will be broadcast from 10:10 a.m. to 11:20 a.m. and for class 12 arts, sociology subject will be aired at 11:20 a.m. to 11:55 a.m. while physics for class 12 science at 6 p.m. to 6:35 p.m. and English for both class 12 at 6:35 p.m. to 7:10 p.m. The audio lessons can be heard in both FM Tragopan and primary channel as well as on the Prasar Bharati's News on Air app. Students can also watch the lessons from Facebook page at DOSENL and YouTube channel at DOSE Nagaland. And to end the news, a reminder of the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlights need for coordinated efforts to tackle coronavirus challenge. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu visits COVID-19 hospitals in Mokokchung. First batch of indigenous people stranded in various districts of the state leaves for their homes from today, and 8 dead, 100 fall sick after toxic gas leaks in a chemical plant in Vishakhapatnam. And that's all the news we have for you this evening. Good night.